Well, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to another lovely day here. We're just about to get out there and get a start. We are a little bit late this morning. It got probably about 10, 11 mil of rainfall last night, so we had to wait this morning just for the sun to try and dry that out a bit before we got to going. As you can see, we're about to get ourselves all up and moving this morning. A few different things happening. Chris is going out in his tractor with a really old chisel plough I managed to pull out of one of my hedgerows that hasn't been used in eternity. And when we took over a plot of land, it had a crop of sunflowers in there, which I have no interest in trying to sell. And also, by the time we came to take it over there, they were already starting to droop a bit, and they hadn't been sprayed recently, so they were having a bit of an infestation of flea beetle in there, I believe, as well. So I opted just to leave them in the field there and provide a bit of game cover, let the birds feed off of that for a little bit. But now we're going to go in there, and Chris is just going to rip all that up and hopefully kind of chop it down a little bit as well, just so we can come back in and make a semi-decent seed bed out of it. So he's going to be doing that, and then I'm going to have another tractor driver, Matt, take the small valve trout with the rollers, and he's going to just go out onto some cultivated land next door to where Chris will be working. And you break that down before I come in with my trusty old Fendt here, and we're going to start sowing some winter wheat today. So we've got a busy day, just waiting to get everything fueled up here, and we'll all get out and working. But yeah, I'm going to make sure everyone's got everything they need, and that we've got everything's greased up and serviced and we're ready to go. And yeah, I'll check back in with you when we're on the way. Well, welcome back everybody. We're just finishing filling up the Fendt here. We've put some seed in here this morning, and we're going to be ready to go in just a second. Perfect. So the boys have got away and got a bit of a head start on me, which is what I kind of hoped to have. And so now we're going to go and catch up and see how we're getting on over there. Don't go too fast here. I don't want to shake this drill to bits before we start to use it. So the ground is a little bit sticky still, but it should be fine. There's a nice breeze in the air today, and the sun's out there, so we should get this all dried out nicely. It's too nice a day to pass up to get some ground covered. So we've got Chris here with his chisel plough on the right. As you can see, he's made a start on the failing sunflower crop there. So we'll get that. It's actually coming down very well. So I was expecting a little more trash on the surface, but he seems to be doing quite well. We'll check back in on him in a bit. And then this is the field we're going to be in here. It was canola last year, and now we're going to go back in and pop in some winter wheat into here, get that established. Not a big field in particular, about 15 acres, and with this drill it won't take too long to get covered at all. Get up. So a little bit about this drill here. It is a Coquelin drill. This is going to actually be its first full season with me. So we increased here. We did have a traditional combination drill up to the middle of last season there, but we changed it out just to get a little bit higher capacity really. And also because of the cultivator tines we have on there instead of power harrows, it means we can go a little bit faster. We can cover a little bit different a variety of ground conditions. And it doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to be succumb to troubles in wet conditions either. Something you quite often find when you have a combination drill is that everything starts to stick a bit too quickly. It is 6 meters in length, so it gives us plenty of distance, or plenty of width, plenty of working width, and allows for a high output throughout any given day. So we'll get this turned on here. It is an air drill, so we don't really have a PTO shaft in here. It's all driven off hydraulic pumps, which is great, and we'll get away. So this is going to be Skyfall winter wheat. I tend to stick with Skyfall. It's served me very well over the last few seasons we've used it, so in my ground conditions it certainly works very well, so I see no need to change it. and we'll put this in here. It is going to get 3 doses of 3 applications of fertilizer, maybe more if conditions need it, but it will have a once we finish establishing, we will put in a pre and post emergent pesticide, and then from that we will be having probably 1 dose of nitrogen, phosphorus at some point as well. Once it's established, probably early spring we'll get around to put that in. And Matt's made a healthy start and got away from me there with the rollers, which is good news. These are the rollers that we did buy at this auction recently. They are working very well. Nice at working with there, and all they're doing here at the moment is taking the top off of the rape stubble, allowing me to get a good start. Kind of bury a little bit of the trash there, but without disturbing too much of the ground, which is what we really want to see. So I'm just going to take a little bit of time to get my end started here. And then we should be able to get away with a bit more speed in a second. It's always important to make sure you get a good start, because if you don't make a good start, you'll never recover from it. Okay then, so now we're making some good progress here. We just got away, got ourselves settled on the edge there. I think this will be a great time for me to send up the drone. We'll keep an eye on what we're doing, and hopefully be able to see what the boys are getting up to as well. So I'll send up the drone, probably make another little time lapse for you guys. I've had some good feedback on those sorts of things, so yeah, let's see how we get on over the next few minutes. Hopefully I don't lose another camera this time around. Alright, so we'll send this away and I'll see you on the other side. Well, welcome back. So hopefully that's all worked out. You can see we've made some tidy progress here in the last hour or so. It was never really going to take too long to finish this field off, but it's just nice to actually get underway and get this all established. Now what we're going to do is just tidy up these headlands, and then we'll be getting out of here. The boys were already finished long ago. I've got Matt is now in the field that we ploughed up yesterday. He's just dried up quite nicely as well, so he's just taking the tops off of that. And then I am probably going to see how the field next door over there will drill. Really wasn't expecting it to turn over quite so well when Chris went through with the chisel plough, so it's probably in a good place that we can at least give it a go. We might have to get the cultivator back in, but we'll just see how it goes. Once we've finished here, we're heading over the train line there. That will be the next field of the week to go in. But as it is, we just need to get this headland tidied up. All in all, a successful afternoon sowing, really. It's nice when you've got larger machines that you're able to get such high output in and take advantage of the conditions when they are fit. And this Coquelin drill does have GPS compatibility with it, which means we're able to use what we call vary rate seed application. And so based off of input from our soil analysis from all of our fields, when we do drill over here, the computer on the drill knows what we're drilling into, be it the types and preferences of soil. So depending upon whatever you're sowing at the time, it knows how many seeds per square meter we should be applying to give us the best chance of a stronger and even crop distribution and crop seeding, really. So we do use that at the moment. We've been using that for the past 18 months, I would say. I really like what we've seen so far. And it also means that in instances like this, when we have any overlap there, the seed drill is able to switch off, in this case, probably about 90% of the drill, so we don't reseed areas we've already driven over, and thus saving us a little bit more seed as well, really. So it's just an overall more efficient application, and it does provide us with remarkable improvements in our yields. So we'll finish off this side here, and then we'll loop back up and do the other two lengths of the headlands, and then we'll fold up and we'll get out of here. It really is quite dry in here now, which is remarkable. So all in this year, I was calculating it up before there, I think with the land we've taken on and a little bit of contract work we're going to have coming up as well, we're probably going to be in the region of about 650, 700 acres of land to sow this year. So we've got a lot on our plate, so it's always nice to get a good healthy start. But yeah, as long as we get a good couple of weeks of weather, we should be able to get easily above ourselves. With this drill here, if the conditions are preferable, we can kind of cover a steady 60, 70 acres a day. If the land's there ready to go at it, and like I say, it's not too wet, we can get across some good ground. So we just need to keep our fingers crossed again, make sure the weather gods are in our favour. And if they are, then I'm not too concerned. We should be able to settle this and tidy up in a good amount of time. Welcome back there. As you can see, we're kicking up a little bit of dust there now, which is good. Nice, not too dry seed bed for us to get established into. And the great mechanism on the drawbar here really allows for us to turn this thing on the sixpence. Really, it's fantastic for tight corners like this. Exactly what we need. So this is where we're going to head into next there. A little bit smaller field, maybe just over 10 acres, 10, 12 acres, but shouldn't take too long to do. We'll certainly get it all finished up tonight. Slow this edge off. And that is one down. Another tick in the box. And you might just be able to see if we throw up into the drone eyes. You might be able to see Matt in there somewhere. Accident there. So as we're just going around the corner, we'll just have this drill folded up. Get some lights on, and then we'll just scoot over the road. There we go. This field here on our right is ready to be drilled. Actually, it had some pre-emergent fertilizer put onto it about a week ago, actually, a little bit early, but it's in there. So it's in a good place, ready to go there. And we're going to put some canola into that one once we finish up with these two. And there's Matt over there, he's making some cracking progress. Just going to have a look, see how we're doing over there. I wish these two gate posts were lined up, just for the simple fact that I could squeeze my combine header through there without taking it off and just goes from one field to the next. But never mind. We can't do that. I'm not in the position where I'm about to start ripping out hedgerows. So overall, this is turning out very nicely now. We're looking at a very nice, fine seed bed here, so it'd be great just to be able to come straight in with the drill. And we'll get this one wrapped up very shortly. In the meantime, I'm just going to jump back in and we'll knock out these 10 acres on the other side. And we'll get those all finished up. And we'll come back to you another time just to show you our updates and see where we are in the next stage of our cultivation and harvest 18 preparation. In the meantime, if you have liked what you've seen, don't forget to comment in the section below and give me any feedback, positive or negative. It's all very much appreciated. Until next time, stay healthy and happy farming.